Good morning, good evening, good night, wherever you are. Hope you're in peace. My name is Makissa. Um, there's a likely chance that you've never heard that name before, and it's because my dad wanted me to be an original. If you don't know about me, I'm originally from America, descendant of Jamaican parents by way of Africa. I've traveled to many different nations in Africa, and I wanted to share with you something that I was convicted this morning to share. And the message of today is Exodus 14:14. The Lord shall fight for you, and ye shall hold your peace. I have been going through some things the last few days, and I woke up in turmoil thinking about these things. And it's been some disturbances that I could not explain. And then I woke up and I saw a rat on the floor dead. And so, being a spiritual being, I couldn't take it as just, the rat ate some poison, because I know for sure every time the rat does come into my house that the rat wants to be seen and wants me to know that it was here. But tonight, it was dead on the floor. And that brought me to remember a time when my son and I was traveling through Durban, South Africa. I love South Africa. It's the Rainbow Nation for a reason, and some of those reasons, I don't know why they're still referred to as rainbow, because it's a black nation. But I'm not going to go into that tonight. But what I will say is, people have always told me that there's crime in Durban. And I know this to be true because people need to survive. And when they're hungry, sometimes they'll do what is known as a survival crime. And my son and I got off the bus one day, a taxi in Durban. And we were let off where there's an overpass, and it's near a park. I'm sure if you're in Durban, you know where I'm talking about. So I was supposed to get off the bus and fly the taxi from Ushaka and get another taxi to go to the home we were staying at the time. And I got turned around because it was kind of dark. And my son and I think I finally said, okay, I think we just have to cross over one more street and then we'll be at the bus stop to go further. And I believe the place was called Morningside in Durban, South Africa. So as we're walking together, I noticed 3 men coming towards us. And I just thought to myself, this is odd. And then suddenly they started getting loud, and they shoved us apart, and 2 men were holding on to my son, and the 3rd man was in front of my son. And so I'm here fighting off the one that's in front of my son and one of the men that actually has my son's arm, one of my son's arms. And we're fighting there, and it's my son, and I'm thinking, what do I do? What do I even say? I don't know the language. I don't speak Zulu, and I was in KwaZulu-Natal, and the main language is Zulu. I don't speak Zulu. I said real quick to myself, they know that I'm his mother, so I can't say in English, leave my son alone. So I thought of one thing instantly, and I screamed out the name of God. And the man at at the time I screamed out, God was holding up a knife. I forgot that part to tell you. He was holding up a knife, and he was lunging at my son. And I screamed out, God, and all he did was look at me and step back and then move forward again, like he wanted to do it again. And then I said, God, even louder. And all three of the men let him go and walked away from us as if they were put into a trance or let out of their trance. But they left us alone, and we were able to get home that night. My son wasn't thrown over the overpass where the train tracks was. We got to leave together, frightened, but able to live another day. And I come to you today because traveling through Africa is not just a travel experience. It is also a very, very, very spiritual experience. And nothing that you will understand unless you actually live through it. I did some spiritual healing and went through some training, some Sangoma training in South Africa. So I'm here to publicly say, whatever is meant for your demise will bring you abundance and life. And if you believe in that and you walk in that truth, you will not be able to fail. Even if you're in a language, in a country that you don't even know the language. There's nowhere that I can go this point in my life at 46 years old and fit in. Everywhere I go, I'm in exile. Even in the home of my father, I'm in exile, where I can't relate to Jamaican people, and they don't relate to me too much. I can't really relate to African people, even though I've traveled through Tanzania, Kenya, Botswana, and a little bit of Ethiopia, but lots of South Africa. Me and my son traveled up and down the coast, through the middle, down to through Bloemfontein, down to Cape Town, and I would never give any of that up. And we even went to Durban twice, even after we were attacked in the street, because I know that that's what I was supposed to do. Oh, I can't forget Uppington, South Africa as well. But hopefully soon I'll be back in Africa whenever God decides that I need to be there. If you'd like to help with my journey, you can Cash App me at Cherish Me or Go on Cash App, or you can send a PayPal through makissa.thompson@gmail.com. And please share your testimonies of triumph. Follow my page for more, and I hope to see you soon. But always remember, right? You don't have to be a Christian to follow God, because I'm definitely not a Christian. I am a spiritual person, and I believe there is a God, because the many times that I have a story of demise, I also have a story of triumph. So I'd like for you to share your triumph as well. And I'm going to go ahead and close that in Exodus is also a story of light and darkness, right? But go and read it and understand it for yourself. But again, the Lord shall fight for you, and ye shall hold your peace.